What's good, family? Welcome back. Welcome back. Another OhnahjiU Saturday. Yes, underway, 10 a.m. PST. What's going on, family? How are you feeling? My guy Better Call Saul in a building. Hey, W first, family. It's good to see you. Hope everything's going well your way. Hope the call went this morning went smooth. Shout out to Let's Talk About ETH. Let's Talk About ETH pod. I missed my guys. They had an early morning one this morning. But I was listening. I was in the gym earlier, and I was listening back to it already. It was a pretty solid conversation. So I'm about halfway through. I need to finish that up. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. But yes, what's going on, family? How we doing? Welcome back to another OhnahjiU Saturday, the last one of April. Already, April's already done. I dig it. We are here, day 250. What? Day 250, 365. This 365 daily live stream journey that we're on right now. It's been a blast, man. It's been an amazing time. Shout out to y'all, chat, for coming through and always vibing, asking some amazing questions, man. We're having some awesome chat, some awesome discourse around emerging tech and a bunch of other stuff. So yes, OhnahjiU Saturdays been our longest running segment. Been rocking these since 2022 at the start. Well, look who's 3 minutes late. All right, Maya in the building, already trolling. I dig it. I dig it. No, shout out to you. It's good to see you, Maya. What's the word? What's good, Najee? Chilling. Just hey, yeah, little 3 minutes. My fault. My fault. I was getting things going. We out here rocking and vibing, man. Uh, Welcome. It's good to see you. W, new character, new but not new. It's good to see you. I appreciate you coming through and showing love on this Saturday morning. How's the day starting off? What's good? You all good? Yeah, for sure. That's what's up. So yeah, OhnahjiU Saturday has been our longest running segment. We started the Ohnahji community back in 2022 in January, as a safe space, a hub for the home team, Black, brown, and allied folks to learn and grow in emerging technology. And that's what we've been doing ever since, further in that journey, learning and growing together as this tech on all sides can continue to change. Some of my favorites, the NFT side, the digital, the art layer, on blockchain. That's my favorite. So this afternoon for you, low key, being fat right now, but it's cool. I'm weak, That's all good. That's all good. Sounds cool. Yeah, we've been rocking for a minute. The Ohnahji family's been building. I got an OG squad of that first almost 1,000 wallets, back in 2022, and just been building the community ever since. Just teaching people about emerging tech. So, yeah. I got a couple of my co-hosts that are probably going to come through in just a bit, but we rocking. Yeah, I'm Ohnahji B. I'm Brian, founder behind Ohnahji and Ohnahji University. But yeah, my favorites, the NFT layer, like the digital collectibles, all these little art pieces and different things. I've got the Ohnahji wallet, the digital collectible side. I love it, from music to art, to pretty much a whole bunch of stuff, man. People were experimenting with putting a whole bunch of different things on chain, still are, which has been a really cool experiment to just see kind of grow and evolve and change. Some platforms, some things, some people leave, some platform sunset and different things like that. But wait, that's a real room? Nah, green screen vibes. But these pictures are digital collectibles, so they're real digital artworks on blockchain. Yeah, from some of my favorite artists in the space. So it's been a really good time. We've been learning and growing together. Not only in the blockchain side, talking NFTs, but talking the fungible token side. So just the stackable tokens, like Bitcoin, ETH, all the way down. I think we're at like 50 million different coins now. 50 million different coins. Let's fact check that. Yeah, 49.28 million different coins. That's absurd. I remember when I was shocked when it was 20,000. I was like, yeah, it's all good. Miss me. I appreciate that. No, that's what's up. I missed y'all too. Solid conversation this morning. Yeah, my guy Better Call Saul is cooking up this morning for Let's Talk About ETH with my guy Maseo. Yeah, we usually do our Let's Talk About ETH podcast on Wednesday nights, but I had a special guest. This thing's global, so working time zones and everything. So they met up with an incredible guest this morning. It was like 6 my time. Couldn't hit that one, but nah, they was holding it down. I'm already halfway through that conversation. It was goaded. You ever wanted to be in streams more, but every time you stream when I was in school, that's all good. I feel that. With the early stream, 10 a.m. PST, kind of been locked in on that time slot, and it's been a really good time, not gonna lie. Um, but I like it. I like it. On day 250, just learning and growing. The other tech that we've been diving in heavily, of course, is on the AI side. Outside of blockchain, the AI emerging tech scene has been going crazy. There's just innovation left and right from everybody, from full teams, full um, huge conglomerates, from the FANG and elsewhere, all over the globe, to just even just the homebrew single developers, man. The hackathons going crazy and different things like that. Everybody's building and growing, or should be building and growing, dabbling in the AI side for sure. That's where we're headed. um, from the chatbots, from the chatbots now to image gen, video gen, which is an interesting conversation, right? We always talk about intention and different things like that, and it's kind of, yeah, well, we'll call it what it is. People have been labeling it some AI slop out there, so people just throwing stuff out just to throw it out. But there are a bunch of artists, designers, um, creatives, developers, all the good stuff, who are using these new tech tools, the innovation, to further communities, to build their worlds, to improve their own workflows and efficiency and all that good stuff. So it's been cool. It's been cool. Z, so what's going on, man? What's the word? I think this week, what was the title for this April 25th, the last OhnahjiU Saturday, blockchain governance in the bear market. It's been interesting. I think, you know, Z, and I've been thinking about this, the kind of the common denominator recently around, I missed the last like two OhnahjiU Saturdays. I've been traveling and stuff this month. But the last few weeks have really been the human side and collaboration and compromise, and some people just not compromising. We're seeing whole conglomerates doing the 51% takeover. We've seen that in real time. It might not be super drastic right now. Hey, with the ad, okay, that's all good. I'll do a little recap, for sure, for sure. W ads. Um, but yeah, I think it's just like the while market is down, overall crypto market is kind of stale, just chilling. My back in the building, that's what's up. While the market is pretty much kind of sideways, the whole total market cap, what, 2.62 trillion, hugely down from 4 point, what was it, 4.2, 4.6, something like that. All-time high season back in October last year. It's just kind of boring, for a lack of a better term. It's kind of boring, and people really are looking at to, like, what can I do? What can I do? I think teams are brainstorming on where they think their whole community should go, and they're not aligning on it. And then we have, okay, people who are the whales, or who hold a lot of percentage, in a community, in a blockchain community, or tokens directly, and they're just doing whatever they want. They're putting in proposals and they're strong arming them, really, um, which is what we've been seeing. And it's kind of unfortunate, but I think that's a human thing that we've seen. I think the ethos around crypto, especially in the beginning, we're talking Satoshi white Nakamoto white paper for Bitcoin back in 2008. It was about taking the humans out of this process as much as possible, taking the human emotion. You always have a smile on your face, Brody. Always, for sure, for sure. I'm having a great time with y'all. I like nerding out and talking about the different things I'm interested in and stuff too. I've been in emerging tech forever, but I've been in crypto. You know, knowing about it, seeing it, dabbling here and there on the outside, looking in, really from the beginning, 2008, 2009. And it's just cool that people are interested in listening to it now. Back in the day, people were like, "Yeah, bro, I'm not trying to hear any of that." So it's a cool little evolution where people are, you know, you know, you know, maybe not late to the party type of vibe, but are willing to listen a little bit. There's still a lot of individuals like, "No, I'm not trying. No, that's all a scam. Don't. I'm not trying to talk about none of that emerging tech on the AI side and on the blockchain side, both of them." We used to talk heavily about metaverses as well too, but metaverse is kind of, yeah, taking a back seat really, with the attention. Papa Browse in the building. What's the word, family? It's good to see you. GM. Welcome back on this OhnahjiU Saturday, man. How's everything been? How was the week? You guys let me know in chat. Go ahead, chat away. Don't feel free to interrupt me at any time. Just let me know what's good. Let me know what you guys are up to. Is it to hit the gym this weekend, this week? How was the week? What are some milestones, some goals, all that good stuff? 3 stream streak, let's get it. Oh, did you launch your other one? WB chain. My week was buns. All right, well, that's okay. That's okay. There's always next week. Because of school, what happened? What happened? What's the word with school? There's some interesting news. I'm based in LA, and LAUSD kind of just put out some new news where they're trying to well, they are instituting some screen times for devices for K through 12, but mostly the youngsters. It's been an interesting last week, really, for schooling. Loki, just don't like school. What do you don't like about it? Let's talk about it. I got a lot of interest in the community. We care a lot about school, care a lot about the young people, obviously. I got a lot of homies in the network that are directly involved in working in schools, working to improve them, for students, for everything. So let me know. I'm always curious. We can have that school conversation for sure. You can keep it all the way a buck in here for sure. But it's cool because an hour late after school JV streams, which always made it better. See, but JV. Shout out to the guy Jaden Viley. He is the goat. He is the goat. But we shouldn't need Jaden to make the day better after you come from school. School should already be fly. It should be fun. It should be engaging. It should be interesting, entertaining, and you should be learning as well too. It should be fun. So it's the people. Well, I mean, hey, I'm intrigued. Tell us a little bit more. Papa Brown said, "Long week, long bro, long week. Took a nap again. I feel it. I feel it. Things are moving and grooving for sure. Just mean, yeah, for no reason. People do be peopling. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I get it. I get it, Maya, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the world. A lot going on in the world. People got their own issues and things they're dealing with, their own traumas and stuff. Like JV always says, like, when people kind of act like that towards you or whatever, it's not even about you. It's about something going on with them, 9 times out of 10. So, bro, on Thursday, some girl don't even talk to that you don't even talk to flip me off. Yeah, what yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, but Maya, you gotta let that one go. Like, clearly they're just having some bad morning. I don't know. You might not talk to them and things, but they might know who you are. I feel like you probably the type of personality that's like one of the popular kids. You talk to, you funny in the chats and stuff. So I'm likable character and all that good stuff. So you might not talk to them, might not know much about them, but they might know about you. And they might fall into that comparison culture, that jealousy trap. I don't know. You never know what's going on with somebody. So I mean, if that happened, they might have just flunked the test, got out of it. You was outside and you was just smiling, and it pissed them off or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just want to lash out, take it out on whoever was the closest. I don't know, but yeah, something like that. You gotta brush that one off. You gotta brush that one off. Like, okay, clearly something going on in your day. I'm gonna leave you alone. You know what I mean? But no, school is interesting. School is super interesting, man. I like school when I was a kid, but So I need schools, and we're trying. There's a lot of people interested in furthering schooling, especially in the U.S. But the innovation, like just tech and innovation and stuff, is just moving too fast, and it always really has been for education, especially like K through 12. It's just it doesn't keep up. But I think right now, school is having a hard moment right now with AI. Like a couple years ago, teachers there was some teachers, there probably still are a bunch of teachers out there that are like, oh, it's banned. Some English teachers and stuff like that. It's banned completely. Like, oh, okay, you can try. Some of the other teachers are hip. They're like, no, this is not going away. Whole districts are putting out um, uh, development courses and stuff and all the good stuff and integrating it into the workflow. It's like you can't beat this one. This tech piece um is too fast. It happened too fast and it's growing too quickly. You know what I'm saying? Although a lot of people know me at school, but not a lot of them are friends. People know me for the wrong reasons for real, but it's cool. What you know you for the wrong? I'm not diving into that. That sounds crazy. I used to, but then I started becoming unk. It's just tired. Used to like school, but then like, nah. Well, I mean, how you feel about the teachers? I mean, I feel like, the ratio of like cool teachers is declining, and I think it is, but it's hard. I think it's hard. There's a bunch of different issues, man. I think one, they're not don't get me started. Nah, go ahead. Do you think? Do you think? You here. That's what the stream is for. Yeah, just remember, your comments is on the screen. And you know, these VODs are gonna last forever. The OhnahjiU VODs last forever. W, no, it's good. It's good to have you in today. Um, but yeah, no, we talked about school quite a bit. You got four, and they are not nice. But tell me more about that. Like, I mean, what do you mean by that? It just mean kind of. I've seen, unfortunately, a lot of kind of bully mentality sometimes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot. It's hard. They got a lot going on. They do have a lot going on, but you know, sometimes their hands are tied behind their back from like um curriculums, button heads. I think though a huge piece though, and one of the companies that I work with heavily is working on like representation. Representation is a huge piece, like, just hiring the community for education, hiring the community period for the community. That's not a rocket science. I mean, I got two teachers, they're all right, they're chill. Is it true? Is it true you already got sued? What you mean by that? What you talking about? Got two teachers that way. But yeah, I mean, my with those other two teachers, have you tried to talk to them? Oh, you don't know what iReady is. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not super hip to iReady, and I'm not super hip to anything like that. I'm gonna have to dive into that though. I'm curious for sure now. I have heard of that program, but I couldn't tell you much more after that. Yes, they got sued. Hey, Miss V in a building. Boop boop beep doop. What's good? What's good? Welcome to this OhnahjiU Saturday. Yeah, they got sued. Yeah, hey, but boss is coming through in just a minute. Boss 2.0, one of the super supporters, Dean of Communications at the U, gonna come through. Busy Saturdays, man. Teaching. Z here for sure. Yeah, whole squad up here for sure. Hey, Miss V. I love it. No, Boss 2.0 is going to come through and is actually heavily in the schools as well too, in the Texas area. So yeah, yeah. Dang. She said, yeah. Hi Z, thank you for contributing to my dreams. I'm crying. Have you heard of Dropout? Hmm. What's that? What's that? W combo. No, you're not in there. But yeah, I mean, sometimes the only way is to kill it with kindness. Sometimes you just gotta. Hey, bring a teacher apple one time, try it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but yeah, man. My sometimes some of these people just need a hug or a handshake, a high five. Like, how was your day? Hey, W3 Stream Streak, that's what's up. Shout out to you. Hey, Miss V in a building. Nah, we got the. No, I haven't. I haven't heard of that either. I don't think. I think I heard of like the mixed martial art. Make me watch it. Oh, what you? Oh yeah, you was talking about some on YouTube. YT, cool, 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 cool. So yeah, I think the situation. I think a lot of the core problems, though, especially in education, is like the same thing that's happening in blockchain governance right now. Just people can't agree to agree to disagree or just have differing opinions in a community or have compromise on where they're trying to take the community in the future. And I think that's a lot of the issues that happen within education as well too. Like, especially like with the AI topic, like people are like, no AI at all. And then some districts, some things are like, no, let's try to deal with this. It's a tool. We've seen this conversation. We've seen the tech conversation what schools play out all the time. We started with calculators, the internet, computers in general. YouTube. There was a time when there was like, yeah, no, YouTube is it's all banned. Is it a men's fight? I'm crying. I'm crying. Tablet dice had to switch to the phone. You good? Some people use AI for the bro reason, and I don't like that. Oh, for the wrong reason. Okay. I don't know. I was like, I don't know what the bro reason is. That's funny though. But yeah, definitely yes. But it's a tool. It's a tool, Maya. I think humans, unfortunately, is always on a spectrum where we're going to use tools. Some humans are going to use tools for all the wrong reasons. From all the way this end of this spectrum to steal as much money or resources or whatever, or troll folks, or yeah, bully them all the way on this side. On the other side, you have people who are going to use any type of tool to further their communities. Be intentional about helping themselves, helping their communities, helping their own families, helping humanity as a whole. You know what I'm saying? It's just a tool. And the same thing with AI, same thing with everything, you know, calculators, computers, internet, development, AI, any tools. It's the same thing, you know. Even going back to the wheel, you know, oh, let's use these wheels to help build up the community. Some other people is like, how much money can we make? You know what I mean? It's hey, unfortunately, it's how humans are. And that part's not going to change. And I think we're going through that with blockchain. Z is like a lot of the blockchain governance, right? We've seen it with nouns. It's like, okay, this is a tool. What are we going to do with it? No, we're gonna we propose it to go this certain way. Community doesn't like it. Okay, cool. So we'll wait a little bit. We'll do the takeover, community takeover. No, we're gonna strong arm it this way. It's like that's not what the tool is for. I know them kids got good grades in tech class, computer class, or whatever they call it. Which kids? What you talking about? That's too funny. That's too funny. But facts. No, a game show with comedians in LA. Game changer. Mm, yeah. But I don't know. I think a huge piece, Maya, too, back to the schools is like we gotta tailor we gotta tailor we gotta tailor learning for the individual. And that's hard. And it's more resources, more attention, more everything, right? To do that. But this whole like blanket cookie cutter curriculum for everybody, it never has really worked, to be honest. So I think everybody's able to succeed, especially with the tools, especially with their individual skill sets, and that's that the best teachers out there were always the ones who are doing that. Recognizing kids' individual skill sets, how they learn best. That's a lot of work, though. but the teachers and administrators and bosses, whatever, CEOs, whatever, that cared about that part, knew that that's the best way for the efficiency, you know, win, and they care about that and they develop that. It's like not everybody learns the same, not everybody has the same skills, not everybody um everything. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna test the same. I think if we take a little bit more of a individualized approach, everybody would be better off, you know? Everybody would be better off. We wouldn't have problems like we have right now. We talked about in Japan a couple streams ago. We are talking about Japan. Japan, is a declining populace. Like the kids they're like, no, we not procreating. We're not trying to bring kids out here. You know what I mean? So I think it all goes hand in hand. It all goes hand in hand. But big news this week though. Nouns DAO put out a proposal. Nouns is one of the OG PFPs. Real though, because a lot of people use AI to do the work for them. And I think yeah, and there's a smart, of course, and there's a smart way to approach that, and there's a not smart way to approach that. We talked about it quite a bit. There's so many kids out there who just will take the assignment word for word, drop it in the chat bot, and then just copy and not read the output and just submit that. And that doesn't work. Your guys as teachers know dang well your guys as teachers know dang well how capable you are of doing your assignments. You might think, oh, this teacher hates me, they don't pay attention to me, all that good stuff. They know at least how you write. You know what you're capable of writing. They know what AI output looks like. You know what I'm saying? It's too funny. It's too funny. But I think a huge piece of it is though, we have to read more overall. Like you got to read what the assignment is. You got to read what you're putting into these chatbots. You got to read what it's putting out. You have to tweak. You have to do some of the work, at least something. So, yeah, my youngsters be using AI as well too for the schooling part, but there's a smarter way to do it. You actually have to, and it takes a little bit more time, effort, a little bit, just a little bit. It's not hard. It's easier than just, writing it all out like it was before, but you got to do that. That was all the cinch combo today about Japan. Yeah, I need to finish it. Man, I really wish I was there, but it's all good. Y'all held it down. It's a great conversation for sure. For sure. For sure. But yeah. Nouns, one of the OG PFPs, they had an amazing experimental mechanism where they auctioned off a daily new piece every day. And when I first saw that, and I was okay, this is groundbreaking. There was a couple of things that I had qualms with, of course, just doing the deep dives, looking at the smart contract, all that good stuff. If the teacher can't tell if you use AI or not, they'll use the AI detector app and it will tell them if it's AI generated or not. Yeah, exactly. Using AI to catch the AI, which that's a crazy sentence. Think about that. Using AI tools to detect the AI. That sounds like the most backwards thing I've ever heard. Like, why don't we just use but honestly, Maya, that's on a lot of the kids. I'm saying, like, I was having a discussion with one of the students and they were like, yeah, one of my teachers was like, hates it, banned it, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. And I was like, okay, well, did you ask them why? You know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of teachers where it's like you can't really talk to them like that. But if you develop a relationship over time, you can, you know what I'm saying? But I think, hey, you gotta go to that student that, might be the star student or whatever, and just be like, hey, do me a favor, you know, ask teach why they don't like AI. Just find out a little bit. They might, you might find out that the teacher doesn't, I don't know, just just against it for whatever reason, you know, might not use it themselves, might talk about the environmental effects, all that good stuff, which is valid points, valid concerns, and all that good stuff. Um, which will change and get better as the innovation changes and gets better, of course. Gosh, this all just comes back down to communication, communication and compromise, you know. So, gotta ask these teachers, what is it about AI that you don't be rocking with? But that would require you to have some extra conversations beforehand as well too. People just got to be people and communicate with each other. That's it. That's it. But yeah, using the AI detector app to detect the AI, we're going backwards. That is a complete waste of time. But we've had discussions quite a bit. It's like now that AI's here, tools are different. The ways to approach the internet is different. Digital goods, people are diving into software now. Maya, last year, one of the groups that I work with, we hold a student summit every year, and for the last 2 years, I've done talks on AI, little workshops. This last one, we had a whole little computer lab, and I had the students, I had the group of students and everything. Um, Working on the computers, talking to the chatbots, and we were just using, Gemini. And one of the students in there, he was like coding up games in there, and I was like, I didn't even know that you could do that at the time. Other students were just having conversation, just regular conversations, diving into it, but then like starting to utilize it and really kind of think about it. But there's groups like that though of adults that are kind of leading the charge in advocating for some of these tools, for some of these innovations, especially in schools. Like, there's no way that we're going to be able to keep this out. There's not. There's not. This is the evolution of the internet, and we already do too much. We already use the internet too much, which is fine in schools and in education already. You know what I'm saying? All the kids got, well, I'm in LA, but all the kids got, Chromebooks, and some schools got like the tablets and iPads and all that good stuff, you know, to the point now where they're trying to reduce the screen time, going a little backwards, but it's all good. What is mod for? What mod pull for? Um, if you want, I don't know. I was just brainstorming. The homies was like, we need more rewards in here. So the mod poll is like the mods get to make a poll of just whatever, force the mods to do some work. No, I'm just kidding, just kidding. A suggested poll is you suggest your own poll. But yeah. Redeem W mod poll, redeem. W redeem. That's what I'm talking about, Maya. Hey, that's on Z. Z, man. Z the man in here. Put a poll up regarding anything. I don't know, AI, schools, whatever y'all think. I'm also a mod and I can do it myself as well too. But no, I'm just kidding. WMI. That's too funny. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Maya, we've been at this for a minute. We've been at this for a minute, but it's a good time. And the kids are smart, they're bright, they know so much that's going on. I think, I say a lot of times we can learn so much from the older generations, can learn so much from the younger generations. And that's been the case forever. You know what I'm saying? Forever, especially with tech. They run circles around us with the new anything, you know? That's a dub. It's a huge dub. So keep killing it, keep going in. They still do know. Yeah, facts. Huge facts. Huge facts. So Maya, how tapped in with you are how tapped in are you with AI? How you be doing and all that good stuff. You actually one of those examples, not gonna lie, no shade. Yeah. I mean, I appreciate that. That's what's up. Wait, what? Wait, what you mean no shade? What you mean? They still do know or they don't know? What you mean? What you mean? Tell me more. We're trying to keep up, man. There's sometimes I'll be looking at apps on my phone, not gonna lie, and I'm like, I'm lost, which is shocking. But hey, it's a transition that everybody's got to go through. Everybody's gonna get old. It's inevitable. One of those beautiful things, time. When I learn stuff from the younger gen, yeah, you have to, and it's fun, and it's fun, exciting. Um, you guys are super bright and tapped in, thinking creatively and super tuned in to like what's really right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot going on in the world, you know, politically, which is crazy. And a lot it's cool to see a lot of the young kids with 6, 7. Greg, that's all I can think of right now. Six, my 6, 7 be having the adults out here losing their minds. And I think it's one of the most hilarious things ever. I don't know. Maybe because I really love numbers too, but I just think it's hilarious. Like, it's just one of those it's like gonna become one of those universal inside jokes. And if you was just outside, you was outside, you didn't know. For real, bro, my teacher banned 6, 7. No, what did you mean by that? What do you mean by that? No, how you ban 6, 7? What do you mean? The art teacher banned 6, 7. No, that's crazy. How did you even attempt? But I mean, what? I don't know. I don't know. Like they kept saying it, she got tired of it. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. To me, I mean, I feel like at least the kids is listening and stuff. They listening. What is that going to disrupt the class for what? 2 minutes max, maybe? Like, you know what I mean? Just have the kids like this and then just go around, just continue. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that deep. It's not that deep. But I mean, if people are out there, oh, it's disrespectful. I don't know. Like, what do they be saying? That's crazy. It's just, I don't know. I don't get it. And after that, she made a whole list of banned words. That's what I'm saying. Like, banned words is just like, you're just trying to police the classroom. And that's not what it's about. It's really not what it's about at all, you know? And you start trying to just police the classroom, be the authoritative figure just to be the authoritative figure. Like, but I mean, it's a different world, it's a different lens. Cause I mean, out here in LA, like the elementary schools out by me, they have they flipped it. Like they did day 6, 7 of school, like the 67th day of school or whatever. It was day 6, 7, and they like encouraged the kids to come in and like have shirts and like jerseys and all kind of stuff. And like they celebrated day 6, 7. You know what I mean? It's like you can do that. Like why? But then like, your teacher trying to ban it. Like that's a wide spectrum over something so small. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. That's all good. I'm team 6, 7 for the show. That school seems chill. Exactly. Exactly. But I mean, it's got its own issues. It's not perfect, of course, but it's a lot of community involvement, a lot of community involvement, a lot of like I don't know, just funding involvement and just parents involved. The teachers are cool. Just everybody cares about the future of the peoples that are in there, which is the kids, and that's what it's all about. I don't know. I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm not gonna lie. What does it mean? Add a command. Oh, so hey, shout out to you. Got you. What happened? You got promoted in the other chat, and then you got demoted after I left. My, what's the word? How y'all gonna get in trouble? Just y'all got bored, started trolling the man. I'm weak. No, but he got mad at me. I'm crying. What'd you do, Maya? What'd you do? But no, add a command. You can add some of all right. So when I got into streaming on day 250, we basically just took a lot of our segments that we were doing before, we were doing like audio podcasts over on X on Twitter, um, since 2022. So, and that's why OhnahjiU Saturday is one of our longest running segments. So what I used to do, actually, you know what? I should, let me see. I gotta go in the Discord and make sure they not writing me. Because that might have been all bad. Hold on. Nah, we good. Okay, nah, we good. So I think I was just trolling him too much. He was pissed off. It was pissing him off. He was already kind of mad. Yeah. And the string was acting up. Yeah. And I think that's the thing too. It's like I don't think people should be getting upset like that when the tech is doing its tech thing. We all know what time it is. We all know the stream gonna go down sometimes. My camera be glitching sometimes, and it's like, it is what it is. We're all doing our best. It's all software and development at the end of the day. We can't control that stuff. You know what I mean? I just think I mean I get it though. It is frustrating, but it's not the end of the world, you know. It's not the end of the world. It's all good. Yesterday is a perfect example. Like I like to do my little hybrid outdoor desktops, that's not really IRL, but I'm just outside chilling. Got some kind of little, just sitting down in my chair somewhere. And I was about to end stream about an hour. My laptop died. And I was like, okay, well, now I can't turn the stream off on my phone. So I was like, okay, cool. So it just extended it. And I just had to walk back to the house and then cut it off there. And then, just kind of continue stream going, and the conversation was fire. So I mean, you you just gotta pivot. You just gotta pivot, and it's all good. It's all good. Everything's gonna be fine, man. I, I mean, but hey, is that like a privileged thing to say? Maybe sometimes, but I mean, everything's gonna be fine, and the tech is gonna do what it does. Tech is gonna do what it does. But yeah, so the add a command, when I got into streaming last year, April last year, um, I was heavily like intrigued, obviously, on the tech side. So in the back end, the dashboard, there's so much that you can do over on this purple app, and it was really cool. I was diving into like the bots and the mods and games and all that good stuff. That's like one of my favorite pieces about streaming, in that element. And so yeah, so with Nightbot, with Stream Elements, with all the other big Twitch bots and stuff out there, you can just add a command. You can add a command right into the chat. So I've been doing a lot of that. Shout out to my guy Sykes from Sav's channel. Head mod over there. He was teaching me a bunch about how to kind of manipulate some of these commands and bots and stuff. And I've been diving in, doing some live streaming or some live prompting with the AI on how to make different commands and stuff. So it's like, in my little coding bag again, in the Twitch channel. So yeah, so the add a command is basically you can redeem that and you can add a command, whatever you want. So, but yeah, you should do more of that over in JV's joint. If you get that mod status back, add the command, a little exclamation point, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like for Nightbot, I could do, without the parentheses, also obviously, but you could do like adcom, and then the command itself is, I don't know, yo or something, and then it will say a string. So you know how we have like the site command, all that good stuff. Sorry to interrupt. I just realized you're older than Bruno. W pivot. Let's see. Adcom Bruno. How old even is Bruno Mars? So I could do like the com adcom. Yeah, you probably need to talk to him about that mod thing. Yeah, I mean that's fine. I'll see what happens. You can't be trolling him like that. I do be trolling him though a little bit, but it's all good. It's all good. So let's see if I do that, Bruno. See, yeah. So those are the commands. So there've been a couple homies that came through and add their own little commands and all that stuff. So Bruno.com. I'm weak. I am weak. Shout out to Bruno. Shout out to his new little residency out in Vegas. He doing big things, man. But yeah, he getting old. I don't even know how old he is, but that's funny. That is funny. What else we got going on? What else we got going on? Maya, you be diving into he's 40? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I got him beat a little bit. Just barely. He's still doing big things at 40. I like that. I dig that. Got a little baby face action too. I dig that. What else you been diving into, Maya? What you been working on? What's going on? You say you was in art class. What you be diving? You're a creator as well too. What you be making? What you be making? That's fire. That's fire. All right, let me do a little screen sharing real quick. Just cause we're gonna dive in. We're gonna dive into something. She get my back and AdCom. I said, what's that say? I love Bruno. And it'll say I love Bruno Mars and Maya was here. Yeah, he gonna take your mind back so fast. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Is Bruno one of your favorite artists? That's funny. That's funny. Bruno be doing work though. You about to lose your mod. You about to lose your job. Yeah. W Bruno. That's funny. That's funny. My daughter loves Bruno too. And Bruno be going in. His music's fire. 5'5" Glorious King. All right. Here you go with the heights again. Oh my gosh. Here we go. The fixation on height is hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me. It's also more hilarious, like in the US, like the 5'9" to like 6 foot range. Cause it's hilarious, man. All them homies be lying. Too funny. Too funny. That's a wild tangent. All right, let me pull up. Let me see. Daughter going to his concert? I don't know. Nah. Vegas? Nah. But you never know. But you never know. Oh wait, is he? Because he just started the residency, right? Out there, just recently, like last week, 2 weeks ago, or something like that, right? I don't know much about it, like how long he's gonna be going for or whatever. But yeah. All right, let's see. Let's show some screen real quick. Boom, boom. See what you got going on here. Bang, bang. Got it. All right, Maya, right there. So this right here pretty much what started it off for us. The homies, the 1 year means in Charlotte, and it's 4 days away. I can't go. Yikes. I'm sorry. There'll be more opportunity later on. There'll be more opportunity. Low-key screaming, mom said no. Okay. All right. But I mean, what's the reasoning though? What's the reasoning? There's probably a good reasoning. WR, yeah. So this is kind of what kicked it off for us, not gonna lie. So the Ohnahji fam, we started off as a 10K PFP. She ain't got any money. Well, yeah, that's a valid that's a valid concern. She don't like Bruno like that. It's whatever. What's some of her favorite artists? That's funny. That's where you get all your PSPs from. See, mine knows. Mine's tapped in. So yes, this is the Ohnahji project. We started back 2022. This is what launched everything, our whole community, all that good stuff for sure. Yeah, this is where the PFP is from. This is a 10,000 piece collection. So we got 10,000 of these little Ohnahji characters. and that's what kicked it off for us. We got almost 1,000 wallets that hold these digital collectible NFT avatars, and yeah, these are ours. This is the community. That's what kicked it off for us. So it's been a really good time. Currently, it's a 10K. We're not minted all the way out, so people can still join and all that good stuff. Um, we're at 5068, 5,068 of these tokens. Um, and yeah, that's where it started. It's like some people from the 90s and 80s, some from the early 2000s. Effing Unk. You know what's funny about that? That's where all of my favorite artists are too. Yeah, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So you coming straight for my head. That's fine. That's fine. That's where all the talent is though, if you know, you know. You hug, but it's okay. That's funny. That's funny. What are some of your other favorite artists? Because Bruno's like not really like a new act, you know? Bruno's not really like a new act. So yeah, so this is our first little collection. And I basically have studied a bunch of the other ones in adjacent communities, some of the biggest ones, the NFT, PFP bubble back in 21, 22. Yeah, studied all that. So, chat, if you guys have questions about any of that, of course, let me know. Listen to Bruno since 12. Okay, that's fire. 2012. That's lit. That is lit. But yeah, so um this is the Ohnahji wallet, the pieces that we've collected and all that good stuff as well too. So yeah, I'm heavily on the art side. Our brand colors for Ohnahji are the magenta, pink, and gold. Um, so I kind of have been keeping an eye out for that kind of color palette, especially in this NFT era. So yeah, some solid, talented artists, and just tapping in with the community. So, give me some of those for my PFP. I mean, nah, but maybe. Nah, but maybe. No, I'm just kidding. You like XXX? That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, super talent, man. Rest in power for sure. She said, "LOL." I mean, some of these pieces I have multiples of. So, and I was like sharing them and different things like that. But I mean, I'd rather get you an Onaji for the PFP. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, just kidding. This new gen, bro. What you mean? Not you clowning. Not you clowning. But yeah, so yeah, so in my background, these are some of the early NFTs that I've got in the wallet as well too. Let's see. Oldest received. Yeah. Really just kicked it off. None. No, you lying. You lying. What I miss? What did I miss? Some cool communities out there, man. The Fuzzies, my guy Bandy with the Rare Panthers, me so cool girls, the Blockchain Soldiers, just a bunch of homies, man. Just building community. It's been a really good time. CB's project with Dino, the Oracles. Yeah. Grandma's Cafe with Uni. Dang. Afro Droids. Fire. What else? What else? What else? Some talented artists, not gonna lie. Rika, one of the deans, talented illustrator, pencil artist. 25 was the beginning of new gen. Mm. I'll be trying to ask the homies, like, who's some of their favorites. But it's just like what they be saying. Drake, Travis Scott, you know. I know all of their music. I'm trying to get put onto some new artists. So it's all good. To the nah. What you mean? To all of them? Those are the unks now? Are they banned? They banned. Maya, check this one out right here though. This one, this is Jaden's project. Jaden drew these. Malcolm, Todd, low-key got some good songs. I'm not even tapped into Malcolm Todd. Who is that? Okay, what's he be doing? What's Malcolm be doing? I'm not even hip to him. I'm not even hip. I'm about to check that out. Yeah, let's see. JV's Rave Around. That was mine right there. 1711. But he got a whole bunch of homies. Chest Pain, Sweet Boy, and Earrings. Okay. I'll run those up. Cool. What else we got going on? Are your fave? Okay. That's lit. That's lit. All right, let's see. Let's we screen share. Let me see what's going on over in the market a little bit. Whole lot of not a lot. Whole lot of not too much. That's all good. Let's see, market cap 2.62 trillion, up 3%. Let's see, Bitcoin dominance still 60%. Yeah. 60% of 50 million different coins out there. That's a big number one still. I wonder how long that's gonna last. ETH number two coin, almost 11, 10.8% the total market cap. That all your money? No. You would know if I had $2.58 trillion. I might be the richest person in the world. You would know. That's not really something you can hide anymore. No, this is CoinMarketCap. This is one of the little aggregators that just shows all of the currency prices and stuff for a lot of the crypto out there. So this is one of the tools that I screen share quite a bit, just checking in on the market, seeing what's going on. It's chill, slow motion right now. But yeah, number one Bitcoin, still the largest, still the most popular, still the most money, the most value of all of these crypto coins by far. Currently, let's see. Yeah, still sitting at $77,000 per coin, up from this all-time high picture, down 6-7 cents. 6-7 cents in 2010. Wild times. I have all these ups and downs, these peaks and valleys. Yeah. How much are you tapped in with Bitcoin and crypto and stuff, Maya? A little bit, about it here and there. But yeah, all-time high season. Let's see. So 24-hour chart. Back, gotta text mom real quick. That's what's up. Gotta get to the M&Ms and blue Takis. I'm crying. Not the blue Takis. I'm weak. No, not really. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. That is all good. 24 hours, let's see, down 0.5%. Nothing really too crazy there. 1 month chart. Growing a little bit over the month. Okay. Wait, go back to that real quick. Okay, 13% up. Okay. Year paints a different picture. It's crazy. I feel like this was so long ago. I feel like this is so long ago. October 6th last year. Nobody really cared. It was like not a whole lot of hype, not a whole lot of noise and stuff, but we were in all-time high season, but nobody cared. It wasn't I don't know, a peak that I don't know. It wasn't really a peak that felt like the peak. I think, if we're looking at this chat down here, 17 and 17. up to this, what, 67K and 21. Texter W. But this peak here, this is pretty linear, not gonna lie. And I don't think anybody was expecting it to be a linear growth. We were looking at an exponential growth. That's what some of these analysts were looking. Well, yeah, even down here, it's still pretty linear from these peaks. 6, 7. Ban it. Just kidding. Um, that paints a different story then. If it's linear growth, hmm, we could see all-time low. We're speculated to see all-time low from the math October this year, and then what, 3 or 4 years, 3 years of up, hopefully. That will only put us maybe like in like the 300 range. Interesting. That's still, I mean, that's still crazy. That's still crazy. Still the best performing assets humans have ever seen. But um interesting. Okay, cool. So going back, yeah, I wish it was exponential, but linear growth, I'll take it. I'll take it. Number two, coin ETH. Let's see, sitting at 23.11. That's cool. It's a little daily chart, 24-hour chart down to 0.37%. 1 month, following Bitcoin a little bit on that chart, not too crazy. 1 year, looking like Bitcoin's a little bit, not as deep in the red on the end though. And this whole piece here, Adcom. Maya loves her glorious king. What is this? Maya loves her 5-5 glorious king. Bruno Mars and Maya was here. I am weak. ILB. Uh-oh. Is it not working? It says it. You got it in there. Why is it not? Dang, you done broke it. Maybe. I don't know. I'll figure that out. But that's a dub. That's how you do little commands. That's a dub. Look at you out here learning, modding and learning. That's fire. All right, cool. Let me see. Pull up a couple more minutes. I'm gonna get up out of here. Let me see. Dang. So yeah, there's a bunch of the different cool little things that you can do with these commands. I'm telling you, man, it's a good time. I think in here I've got like a definition one. Let's see. Let's try this real quick. That was a terrible definition, but anyways, you can do the definitions. We got the calculator bot in here. A bunch of nerdy stuff. It's all good. 6, 7 times 6, 7. All right. Anyways, number 2 coin ETH 23.10 all time. What else we got? My bad. Not here with the ads. I'm weak. All right, let me see. Cool. Guidance. Let's see. XRP at number. There we go. You back for sure. Number 3 coin Tether, still sitting here at the number 3 spot for a long time. Not the Riz in here. Does that even work? You got 100%. No, it must be broken. It must be broken. Maya. Okay. All right. Well, maybe it's not. WRIS. Tether number 3 coin, 100. No, 189 billion. XRP number 4, sitting at $1.42, 87 billion in their market cap. Binance number 5. Okay, what we got? Solana 85. Yeah, nothing really is moving too crazy right now. So why it's kind of boring for the crypto scene a little bit. Filtered by 30-day percentage, bro. It scammed me. What you mean? Your ad command thing? I don't know if it lets you do it. That's why I think it's supposed to only let the mods and maybe even like the VIPs do it. I don't know, but it said it put it in. Maybe I'll do it for you. Hold on. I'll put it in there for you. So maybe it just told you it was added, but it really is not. Oh, wait. No, it didn't say added. It said the bot commands for this channel are available at there. W redeem. W redeem. Who's moving over the month? Meme Core, Edge, Dex, Humanity, Zcash. Zcash still doing work. Arb. What about the week? Nothing crazy. Yes, you got it. Doves. Huge doves. Look at learning and growing. Yeah, nothing too exciting over here, I'm not gonna lie. Which one should you put in JV's chat? You probably have to put something useful over there in there. No, definitely not my I was here. No. I'm weak. Hey, we got boss in the building. Oh, I don't know how long you've been sitting there, boss. That's my fault. All right, let's pull boss up. Let's get it going. That's what's up. Dina Collins in the building. What's up, family? How we
What is
doing? You been sitting there
going
for a minute?
on? Yes, we make it happen.
That's what's
things
up.
things always working. It never ends. Over here on the dance side, I just got done with the tryout. Um, and so I was like, "Bees on!" I was supposed to be done at like 12:30, so it ran over a little bit. But I was like, "I gotta pull off like real quick. I gotta stop. I gotta get with the show because I try not to miss a you."
For sure, for sure. How's
But
everything been
what
your
is
way?
going on?
Busy?
Yes, things have been busy. You always think that toward the end of the year, school stuff tries to wind down. It never does. Um, but yeah, no, it is good to see your face. I'm glad I caught you before you got off, and it's good to be over here with with the fam. What's been going
Heck
on? What you
yes.
been talking about? When I got
Ah,
on, I saw the chart up, but I'm not super
yeah,
sure where you are with the convo. So, like,
yeah.
what's been happening? What's been catching up?
For a whole lot of discourse and community takeover, strong arming. I'm serious.
Is it
Blockchain
really?
governments, yeah, blockchain governance in the bear. Boss, we talked heavily about nouns and nouns DAO, and
Uh huh.
I've always had my qualms about it from the jump. Uh, Big news this week. They had a group. They amassed a group of folks of whales that a lot of them were dormant, and somebody put out a proposal out, and the proposal came from an address. Of course, people are diving into that, and they're like, "Oh, he's never participated in anything. This one noun just got a noun recently, put a proposal up." The proposal, boss, was that the intro opening bidding price now is going to start at 2.8 ETH
For what now?
for all nouns going forward. For the auction, the daily auction
No,
that
that's what I'm
used to
saying.
be
That's
a
what I mean.
daily.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Did it
And
pass?
yep, because they
Oh,
strong armed a bunch of these whales and they've been amassing them. And yep, and they got over the 51% needed to pass it, and they passed it barely. Yeah. So that's the big news of
wow.
this week. Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
now, literally news to me, but from the outside
Hmm.
looking in, there's a part of me that feels like, is this um, is this a way to save the nouns, or is this a way to heightened exclusivity to get it back, not relevant, but I can't find another word right now. Because that's high as I'll get out. So are we thinking daily auction, at a higher price, so maybe we don't have to do so much on the other side to keep our income moving, or are they still on the old thought of NFT exclusivity that nobody has really been on for a minute?
Yep. I think it's a whole lot of I paid what I paid for mine in the beginning. How can we make the floor what the floor needs to be? And one of the things that I said in the beginning with this whole experiment what they had with the daily auction, okay, that's cool. And then I was like, okay, so what happens on the day where I don't know, the whole world goes to war, whatever, nobody's paying attention, somebody can sneak in and get it for pennies, right? And then we saw that, and then we went earlier. I put the screenshots where I saw the automatic catcher. It was like, oh yeah, this didn't sell for enough, so we, you know what I'm saying, we bid it on our own, and remember that that went away, and
I
then so the
do.
floor kind of dropped, and so right now is I think they were about like, yeah, maybe a ETH, maybe something. Let's see, let me share this tab, but yeah, I think it's a whole lot of we because boss, to me, there's 3,752 ETH in the treasury family. That's millions of dollars.
They don't necessarily need it, but okay.
That's what I'm saying. So a little announced out action. So today, let's see, yesterday, the April 24th, current bid 2.8 starting bid. View all bids. Yeah, that's it. Going back, there's 1884, one ETH, 1.04, 0.94, 0.62, 59.69 was what
Okay.
55.
So side note, I'm never over here on the phone like this, so I'm over to the chat. So I gotta say hey
Yeah.
to my friend. What's going on? Hey friend.
Hey,
But also, we're going at this 2+ ETH. Is what you just showed like is that a continued part of the daily auction, or is it like a secondary? I'm not super. I know of the nouns daily auction, but are
yeah.
others selling those nouns for that lower price? So I'm like, are we daily auctioning for the 2.8, but then when you put it back up, you're putting it up at 0.62 so you can make it go?
That's the other piece that has their community up in uproar because the
This
floor
is the
was nowhere
wonk.
near
This is
that.
the wonkiest NFT economy I've ever seen. It's like it's giving the nouns car lot. You buy
Oh,
it and then it depreciates. Like, who
mm,
is going to go and do that?
mm, yeah. So this is secondary, open sea, the nouns, floor price 1.19, 2750, 100. Yeah, let's see. So
Hmm.
this is the other piece that's like got people in the community like, what are we doing? The floor price is, 1 point, what's this, 1 ETH. That's so,
Yeah.
yeah. So what's happening is a lot more whales and stuff are acquiring more and more of these while they're seemingly on sale or a great price or it's a lot going on, boss. It's a lot. And
I
and
don't
it's
know. It
and it's
doesn't
a
make
done deal. Proposals passed is
it doesn't make any sense.
it's just not giving daily auction. It's giving
It's not giving daily
daily
auction
auction
at
with
all.
the set price. Yeah,
At all. I feel like it should be reversed.
you know.
Like,
Also, I think it is super
follow
interesting
the
that I still think it's super interesting that, that core dev group or whatever, the founder group still
Mhm.
is getting what the every 10th one or whatever. So it's like, and I think that that played a piece into the voting structure as well too. But yeah, I'll do some more deep diving in it. But yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, boss. And
Yeah, I want to
so
know more.
me too. Me too. Well, unfortunately, my guy Better Call Saul, he was in there. Him and the homie Civil. Civil got hit with a phishing scheme or something, and they lost the noun this week too.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean the timing and coincidence and the timing is a little iffy for me. It's like, you're trying to strong arm this proposal for the ongoing auction price, and you got this phishing scheme out there.
I mean, do they know which one? Like, can they do somebody buy it back and get it back to him? Like,
I
what
haven't
happened? What
went
happened to community?
I haven't went back and traced, like, I haven't done, how I be doing my little OhnahjiU Zach ZB, what's his name, ZBT, or I
Zach,
haven't done my sleuthing on it
Zach
yet,
BT, Zach BT,
but I might soon, because that's what.
either
And I was
scared
talking,
detective.
right, I was talking to Hey Miss V, and she was like, well, where's it at, you know?
That's the question. Like, that's the
Yeah,
question. And I mean, if nouns have such an extensive community, and especially if you don't pay whatever for it, or if it can go for
yeah,
whatever, and you want to take care and protect your community, there got to be somebody in this piece can help them get that thing back.
right. I mean, and it's probably changed hands, that scheme of like draining it is probably, or somebody bought it. You can't tell if it's a legitimate buy after that type of
Yeah,
energy.
yeah.
But I'm sure we put some pieces and puzzles together. Also, so on the flip side, like this governance thing, I think everybody's just bored right now while crypto is just sideways.
Very
You know,
much.
the Farcaster situation. I don't know how much you know about the Farcaster situation. They was
I
beefing
don't
over
know
there.
anything about the forecast situation, so I've heard bits and pieces. I want to see if I can like set this up.
Yeah,
Maybe. Woo, I've heard bits and pieces of it, but I don't really know what the real deal is. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I was on Forecaster for a hot second because they had some games that I really enjoyed, but then nothing started to go with them, and I started to feel like
yeah,
I was the only one playing, so I kind of left it alone. And I don't think I've been on since then. Now it is a goal to return back, maybe not to
yeah.
the games, but the forecaster itself. Now, if they're doing something that's going to help me or benefit me returning, absolutely. But if we still on what we was on beforehand, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of beefing, a lot of wait, did you
What are we
cut did
beefing
you
about?
cut your hair? Is that the angle? It's
No, no, it's just the angle. It's just the angle, girl. We still here, girlfriend. No, we're still here. No,
I'm weak.
no.
That's funny. Oh, camera in. Yeah, it's just it's a lot of changing hands, changing teams, and people trying to take the community where they feel like it needs to go, and they're not aligning on that, you
But
know?
where's the community even going? Like, for real?
Nobody knows. That's the
That's what
thing.
I'm
They're
saying.
speculating on they they're speculating on what we want to do in the future, like what intentional things are we tackling for the future, same thing that was going on with base. They're like, oh, we want to be social, we want to be, and then all of a sudden, no, trading is here. It's like everybody's just want to follow all the trends of the moment, and the trend of the moment right now is just the whole speculation gambling markets, and that's not popping off like I think the whole crypto side thought it was going to pop off. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to do that. It's not fun.
But also, nobody wants to do it with crypto when they can do it with fiat.
That's true.
Easier, easier. Because I
That's
will
true.
say this: I do know friends who are all off in these prediction markets, and I've talked about. And I mean, there are friends that I know who are like kind of just got into crypto or just kind of dibble dabbles back and forth. and they're
Yeah.
like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to like. They think that there's nothing going on really.
Yeah.
And I think that that has kind of um come from the not necessarily plateau, but Bitcoin's not really doing a whole heck of a lot. And I feel like when Bitcoin
Right.
does a lot of people start to kind of get their eyes moving on it, and they're like, nothing's really happening. So I'm not going to use any of my crypto to do any of
Yeah.
this. But when the vehicles are easier via fiat, it's going to pop off easier via fiat than it is on crypto. Um, and there's just like no one who's done it well with the in a with the seamless transition. So people gonna be
Yeah.
like, and that's not enough to keep. As we see, that's not enough to keep people because things have
Facts.
definitely felt like even now that I have a little bit more time, and I'm not always in the schoolhouse. It's been feeling like a jailhouse lately. In the schoolhouse, I've been able to be online and see what's
Yeah.
going on, and I'm not seeing anything
It's
at
nothing.
all.
It's nothing going on. Well, that's
Like
not
a
true. I
lot of
mean,
tech, a lot of tech stuff, absolutely.
yeah.
But when it
Yeah.
comes to anything outside of tech, AI, new models, there are a lot of good conversations back as far as that goes. But the rest, I have to like go and like search it. I've got to go
Yeah.
and find like the established inroads to find out what's about it because I haven't really been seeing it on the timeline that much.
Yep. And the only thing I've seen coin wise is out in the East, to be honest. Like
Mm,
I was looking at some of the charts, you know how I'll filter the charts, see what's moving, meme
mhm.
coins, other actual coins. Teams out in the East are really ramping up. And I know there was like there's been a lot of conventions out there. Singapore's still been killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally all I've been seeing on the crypto side. I think the whole, Western market, American markets all pivoted, VCs, everybody pivoted to gambling or AI.
Wow. When you say it like that, I'm like, damn.
It is what it
When
is.
you say it like that, I'm truly like, damn. Wow. Oh, and I don't know if I just didn't know that didn't register with me, but literally just hearing it like hit
Yeah.
me in the chest.
Yep. And you know, and it's been cool too, because like, I've been having those conversations. Let's talk about ETH with Maseo and Better Call Saul.
Hmm.
And we've been having a lot of guests from, from Africa, and they're still heavily like diving into you might as well get on DraftKings. Oh Lord, don't get me started. But
Whoa.
they're
Go.
still heavily they're, they're still heavily dabbling with crypto because it still has some valuable use cases and just transferring money back and forth. And I think the US just has always had this privileged take on that to where we didn't need something like that. Everybody's just using it to get rich quick or whatever. So
I just had to laugh for a moment because that DraftKings made me think about Shay Shay and Ocho Cinco, and it's so much. Um,
I'm
wow.
weak.
No, for real. No, for real. Um, well, then what's left for the rest of us, B? See?
Content,
See?
but I mean the content side. Also, I think like the live streaming and like the video content and like social media and stuff, that's all still going crazy. And I don't
Oh,
think a lot of
yeah,
people
definitely.
are considering that like tech or emerging tech or whatever. And that's still innovating like crazy, and utilizing and incorporating AI and blockchain here and there. A lot of my favorite Web3 either live stream platforms or social media platforms. It's been kind of crickets. Yeah, it's not gonna lie, but they're still growing and building, and especially over on Farcast, there's a bunch of homies that are still building tools and still trying to get the new spaces to pop.
What's the good place to be streaming now?
Twitch and YouTube. I'm not kidding either.
I know you're not. I know you're not. I was just trying to see. I'm like, oh, maybe one popped up, or maybe somebody's kind of had something going on. Are the folks still doing stuff on Farcaster, like the Daily Show on Farcaster?
Yes, yes. Yeah. The
Okay,
homies,
okay.
GM Forecaster, yeah,
There we
Knowledge
go.
Prof and
Okay.
Adrian, they're still killing it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
They got a lot to talk about recently, with all of this drama and discourse and essentially governance over there, and forks and other teams and founders, big brain devs getting into fights and arguing and all kind of stuff all over and up and down the timeline. Got another question for boss. What's good? Hey, Miss V. What's the word?
What's up? What's up? It's probably some gonna be something pop culture, but
Oh my
Ashley gets
god.
it. Oh, I didn't see it yet. Oh, did I get? I didn't. The interesting thing is, though, I was offered tickets to go see Maurice and Usher, um, and it's still an open invitation. I want to say it's gonna be a no, but I'm also saying that because I kind of want to go see Bruno. And I don't know. I can tell you why I want to go see Bruno. The reason why I want to go see Bruno is because he's doing a pop up with Hello Kitty, and I want to go get all the merch. Um, but
Oh,
I
you
do
should
know
have
how
told me
much
I
those
was just
tickets
down
are.
there.
I do know. I do know how much those tickets are. And I mean, we will see. But I'm also just like, I actually need to. I need to look it up a little bit. I need to look it up a little bit, just so I can see kind of what the set list and what the stuff is given to see if I'm actually really interested in going. But no, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you thinking about me. And I had forgotten about it, Haki. I saw it when it kind of dropped or when they talked about it, but I didn't really think that much about it. And then a friend was like, "Oh, there's he's gonna do that pop up shop with Hello Kitty," and I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Well, maybe I need to go." Um, IDK. Well, we will see. Music wise, I've been very, very disappointed in what I've been hearing lately. Yeah, because I mean, who wants Bruno and Hello Kitty? I mean, a lot of people do, especially in California, I'm
No, the
sure.
line was
But
the line was long. It just wasn't OD, but it was pretty
yeah,
long.
um, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll
You know
see.
what's funny? You know what's the funniest part about this whole R&B tour is that I'm really looking at it and it looks like an experiment to see what the top is. These tickets were literally like 3 times the price of like the regular show. And it's not like it's like a Coachella thing where they both gonna go on for 4 hours and it's double the show. Nah,
Yeah,
it's not. You know, it's really interesting to see. Yeah, them all around. I don't know if it's Ticketmaster. I don't know if it was last minute. It's the stadium's taxing or whatever. But these prices are an experiment to see how much y'all willing to pay for this.
but I also think it's also an experiment to see what's gonna get people out because I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can. I feel like we've been seeing this a lot more often where you have two big names on a tandem tour because both of them, either one of them, can tour on their own and be just fine. But with both of them together, you galvanize both of the fan bases, and I'm sure already have a little bit of connection. But they will, they'll pay even more because if you'll pay 500 for Usher and 600 for Chris, well then we can maybe get an $1,100 ticket out of you.
Try double that.
And
Put a
I,
front
I
row.
know,
But
I know. And I'm
yeah.
just reading what Miss Mia said. They're trying to see what the hell's going to in most of the front row. It's still 2K a seat. Now, I mean, look, Mother was going for that for Club Renaissance. I will say that,
Was it that
but
high?
it Club Rennie was kind of high.
Okay. Because we were talking about that's what I see through was saying too. He was like, nah, baby Charlie. But I was like, the rest of them seats didn't look like that. I mean, the nosebleeds was like up there.
Were they really?
Yeah. We'll see what happens. The girlie's gonna pay it.
And here's the thing. I don't know where the tickets that I was offered. I don't know where they are because when she told me about it, she was just like, oh, I have these tickets. Because she's thinking about going. Because both of us, neither one of us are like, oh, super gung ho. But she bought them, and she was like, well, if I don't go, or if you don't want to go, if we don't want to go together, I'll just resell them. But I didn't ask her where they were because at the time she just kind of told me in passing, and I wasn't kind of really interested.
Yeah, well, we'll
but
definitely
but
keep it posted.
but I will. I'm not gonna lie. I do want to be outside a little bit. So look, I'll go. I might go check it out. But not
I'm weak.
if I'm sitting on the roof line, probably not.
That part. That part.
And
It's
I will
wild
say,
times. There's a lot going on.
I'm very kind of disappointed in music right now. We don't have to go on a separate tangent, but I'm very kind of disappointed in music right now, especially with the pop girlies, um, because I've been super obsessed like the past month and a half with Zara Larson, and then like Tyler dropped this new stuff, and I'm just
You said Tyler?
yes,
I didn't even. I thought she just had a new album like 2, 3 months ago.
she did. And it's a
Oh,
new one coming out because it's already like she's on the
mm.
drop tracks. She's already dropped the single. This new one that came out last week with Zara Larson. How is Zara gonna outdo you on your own track, girl? But then also I also have an issue, kind of not an issue, but just a thought with Tyler. She's trying to make stuff work that I don't feel like it's gonna really work in the American pop landscape right now. And
Mm.
so but a lot of people are like, no, y'all are hating because she's African. Y'all are and I'm like, let's not get into it. She could just do better. Um, now what
Is she
about
trying to get
you?
away? Is she trying to get away from like the Afro beats or just trying to?
No, I think she continues to double down on that, but
Mm,
that American pop right now is showing that that's not where we want to be. And so
interesting.
she's looking more like a flop than anything else. And I'm not calling her that.
Well,
I'm just saying like I think she has had better single I think she has had better singles on some of these albums that would have done better, but I think because she's trying to double down on the Afro beats, it it keeps her in a niche that I don't think she's gonna be able to break out of, like
mm.
she's tried to do with something else. Because Zara got on a Zara got on the track and out vocaled her, and I'm like, but
I love Afro beats, but not Tyler. That's crazy. No, I really liked her last album. I didn't know she had a new one coming out, so I'm gonna have to spin that and see what's up. But
so side stuff. I don't think I've heard the new Demi Lovato.
that was this Friday, yesterday.
Oh yeah, no, I hadn't. I went home and got sushi with the sleep child. It's been a week. State testing was this week, so your boy was tired.
Yeah, I
What's
believe that.
up? And I see through. Yeah, I'm over here for a second.
I see through in a building. What's the word, family? W waking up. W nap. That's what's up. Maya, it's good to see you, family. Appreciate you coming through today. Have a good rest of the day. That's what's up. Yeah, boss. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. But we are here. We trucking. Day 250 today. So we going. We
My
going in.
God. My God. And I've been missing so much from you too, because I haven't been able to pop in for lunch because of testing. So I got a lot to go back to listen to, but I
It's
got
all
some
good.
I got some driving to do this afternoon, so I'll be catching up because I've
There
been
you
seeing
go.
some good topics and stuff. So I can't wait to see what y'all been on.
Yeah, yeah. Loving it. Loving it. Cool. Well, I knew I was gonna be knocked out today. Sleep schedule been crazy the past week. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. It's been a lot going on. Not gonna lie. It's been a lot going on. But yeah, boss, it's a lot out there. I mean, crypto's not been doing nothing. AI's been doing a lot. The the AI prompt coding, evolution, all that good stuff, of course, is taking its twists and turns and things. But
Oh, side note, I thought about this earlier when I first got on. So I came from a tryout today. We were picking team leaders for a local team that's around, and so these are all high school age dancers. And we had one of the dancers come in uh, who was trying out for a leadership position, and she is leaving high school right now with a Python certification,
let's
and like
go.
it's something else. I can't remember off the top. Like because what stood out to me was the Python certification. But she's leaving high school with a Python certification. She wants to major in college in computer science, go into the military. And she says she doesn't know what yet, but she knows that she wants to be involved in AI. And I was like, well, maybe the kids are finna be all right.
They are. They are.
I was so excited to hear that. And the fact that she's leaving school with a Python certification, wow, like
Yeah.
let's go.
That's fire. No, that's fire. And I'm seeing a lot of the young people leaving high school with some first certifications, especially out in LA. A lot of emphasis back on the trades, so automotive,
Hmm.
welding, all that good stuff. Yeah, the kids, they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right. But the Python certificate, that's huge.
Big
That's
time.
huge.
Big
Yeah,
time. I was like, girl, you can get a job now. Like
facts.
today. Um, but what I
Spicy
was
too
also gonna
soon.
ask, like, when there is nothing going on, what do you do?
You mean like hypothetically for the space?
Like, period. Like for the folks who are here. Like, do we live stream? Do we like I, is that what the vibe coding's been there for? Is that what I've been missing it? Like, oh, stuff has gotten chill. Y'all go vibe code.
I mean,
I mean,
I
it's okay. You can
mean,
say yes. It's all right. You can say yes because I know I've missed the boat on that. So
no, I mean, I, it's a lot of. I think okay, so with the vibe coding situation, I think it's a better if there's a lot of slop out there, it's better slop than like the image and video generation. You know
correct.
what I'm saying? But still, yeah, we intentionality still huge. You know,
Yeah, and that's very true. I see through. One thing these kids have not been lacking is education. Like there are definitely things out there. This particular school, each high school in the area has a different focus. So this one is very much science and tech that she's at. Um, so she's got that, and she's from a military family, Miss V. That's why she was like she's gonna go into the military because when she goes to college, she says she don't want to pay for it. She wants them to pay for it. And all the judges were like, "Yes, yes, ma'am, that's right."
hmm
So they've been coming out of high school with associates for a good long time. I was mad that they started
yeah,
doing that at my high school 2 years after I graduated.
I'm weak. Like, oh, now y'all want to start that? Okay, all right.
Truly, truly.
I see through said, good luck waiting on that. They better use some AI to sort out that nightmare. Hire it to handle them kids and their degrees. Well, I mean, hey, oh well. Then they're counting, admissions teams and all that good stuff. Deal with it.
That's what y'all there
uh,
for. That's why they pay y'all the big
exactly. That
bucks.
part. That part. Man. Oh, I don't. How long? No, wait. So you, speaking of like the college, I think the one crazy useful vibe coding, prompt coding thing that I made was that little the college dashboard for one of my seniors. Did you see that?
I missed it.
Oh, okay. So
When
I
was
built
this?
it was a minute ago now, I think. But one of the coolest little builds I made was it was like, dang, I wonder if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up. It was a little college dashboard. It was concentrated mostly for Cali, but yeah, it was this cool little dashboard for him to look at some of the different schools and filter basketball and baseball programs. It's actually kind of lit. I showed my uncle and my fam, and they're like, "Okay, this is fire. This is fire." So hold on, let me pull that up. Shoot, will this work? Yeah, this should work. Let me
Because I mean,
see.
if that's the case, like let's expand that filter a little bit and start sending that baby out. Let's
Yeah,
ship. Like, what's going
that's
on?
yeah. I've been brainstorming it a little bit. Let me see.
The
Cool. Let
sheer
me hit
volume of
this.
processing that much transfer credit for everyone, then transfer credit used to have its own lane. It's a lot. AI would solve it, but yeah, the boomers in charge don't know how it works. This is very true. I also hear this from the counseling side as well. The counselors at the middle school and high school level talk about that a lot because that's what they spend most of their summer wading through. Um, Shoot, I'm sure a tool would be super beneficial to help them do that better than having to do it manually and by hand, or at least, help get stuff sorted in some way, shape, or form. Because that's got to be stressful, especially with how many people you have to do in a short amount of time. I know our counselors probably deal with a good 500, 600 students to do all that for across three grade levels. So, and
Well,
a school will pay a pretty penny for some software.
let's see. Let's see. All right, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I don't know if you can see the screen, but yeah, it's a
Mhm.
cool little dashboard I made for him. It's got his little stats in there. I need to update that though, but yeah, you can filter whatever by the division, and it's got like the because he wants to try to play basketball and baseball, so working on yeah, and there was a government API for the schools, so I just plugged into that.
Oh, are
Yeah,
those like ratings? Do I
yeah,
see like stars?
yep. So it's got the star ratings for the basketball and the baseball programs, and you can filter all that good stuff. A little map view in there. Yeah, this was
Ooh,
probably one of my
yeah.
coolest little builds. So, mhm. I was cooking a little
Come
bit, a little
on
bit.
now.
And it has like this little cool little like template to send to the coaches. Some of the coaches have like their emails already in there. So you can just hit a button to send an email to the coach. It's like a pre AI with his stats and everything. Oh yeah, I was kind of proud of that build a little bit. So that's probably
No,
like
that's
the coolest one.
that's hockey fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
And
can
that was
come on
like
with it.
maybe 3 hours, maybe of like
Really?
some tweet. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna see some more cool stuff. Yeah. I'm building a bunch of yeah, I built some Onaji, like just some stream tracker stuff. I've been playing with all kind of stuff. I think you've seen that though. You because that was with Lovable on International Women's Day. I think yeah, you was out for that, right?
Yeah, I think I saw that one.
Yeah. Yeah. So just, my guy Better Call Saul, he's been killing it though. We all been over here, getting on GitHub, doing some little pull requests and different things like that. But he's been killing it. He got them bots running around the clock.
Now I've been super obsessed with what I've been seeing over in tech, in the tech channel since that's the place to be now, over on
Yeah.
campus.
Huge facts. Speaking
Like
of, y'all
definitely
dropped
checking
that.
over there multiple times a day.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with, but we out here. We out here doing it. Having some amazing. And I think the live stream has been cool because I've been able to kind of document and keep track of those. The VODs have still
Hmm.
been going crazy. Like 20, 30, 40, 50 views on those consistently. So I still don't know who the homies is going there watching those videos. It's all good. Shout out to y'all. So, yeah. But I know I think a lot of people are still kind of brainstorming around how to utilize, blockchain and AI together. Of course, people are doing their agents with the wallets and all that good stuff. But of course, that
Uh,
gets boring after a while, you know. So I don't know. We'll see. I know, Sweet Man has been going crazy over on Farcaster. He's been building a bunch of different cool things. Z actually got tapped in with him. Um, we we both connected with Javi, a super dev over on the Lens side. He's been going crazy. So yeah,
Big
just
time.
building that
That the
network.
hobby stuff is the stuff that I've been seeing over in tech.
Yeah, yeah, Javi's killing it, man. It's all good. We out here growing, and then on the live stream side, still growing that too. That guy JV, he's still been killing it. That's crazy, but
I gotta scroll up to see what y'all was talking about. I saw the JV somewhere up in here, and I'm like, what's going on?
yeah, yeah. But yeah, a bunch of the UVR homies have been pulling up to the to streams and everything. So no, I
Hmm.
think we're gonna wrap it up here soon. Boss probably got to get back in you know. The 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. Sorry.
It's dying slowly. It's dying slowly,
No,
but
it ain't.
I am no over here it is. But you know what? I'm
Uh,
not that bad when I hear it now.
that's funny. That is
We
funny.
always do end of the year shirts, and this year's shirt says, um, "Bro, I know you're gonna miss me about 6, 7 times this summer."
That's fire. I love it. I love all of it. I don't know why, but I just do. It's hilarious.
uh,
Um, all right, boss family. It's good to see you.
most
Yes.
stuff,
Keep cooking, keep
most stuff,
killing
most
it.
stuff.
Yeah. I'll definitely get those summaries for you of what's going on in the space. It's been a lot, but not anything really surprising, not gonna lie, which is kind of the unfortunate part, but
Yeah,
it is what it
and
is.
like I said, only reason I asked is because like I'm trying to see what this summer's about to look like. Like we got,
Yeah.
I think, the countdown has started, so it's like 19 more days. So then I'm gonna be like back in it to win it. Like where I gotta jump off at somewhere, we gotta get figured out.
For sure.
But yeah,
Summer is here. Wow.
glad I got to jump on and see your
For
face, hang
sure.
out with the fam for a little bit, and I mean, you'll definitely see me running around in in these streets.
Heck yes. That's what's up. All right, family. Yes, got Boss 2.0 in the building. Dina Combs over at the U. Super supporter since the jump. Yes, back in 2022. We've been killing it. So going in, I'm Onaji B, Brian behind Onaji and Onaji University. We appreciate y'all coming through. 10 a.m. PST on this OhnahjiU Saturday to end this month of April already. It's crazy. So we'll
Wow.
catch you guys next week, next Saturday, 10 a.m. PST. But also, we're still on this daily stream journey. So I'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow should be around 10 ish. If not, keep an eye on some of those socials. Ohnahji on all the socials, OHNHJI, and I'll keep you guys updated on when we're going live and all that good stuff as well, too. So appreciate y'all. Chat, you guys are amazing. James B in the building, Icy through in the building, Maya in the building, Better Call Saul. Yes, all y'all in here. Papa Browse in the building earlier. It's all fam. I appreciate y'all coming through. We're gonna get up out of here. All right, y'all. W stream. We out, y'all. Peace.